All right, guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be taking a look at this article by Craig Hope, the chief football reporter at the Daily Mail. Right? Now, this article is behind a paywall. If you can't access it, I'm led to believe if you go to a website called archive.ph, the second box down, if you post a URL in from these sort of things, the Athletic, the Times, I think it opens up. I don't know. But the information's out there, anyway, and I have it all here for you. Now, if you're new to my channel, you must listen to the following introduction as to who Dave is. If you are a regular to my channel, you know, so just look in the comment section. At the top, I've pinned a comment with a timestamp, so you can skip this bit and get straight to the analysis of this article. Dave, can you do me a favour, mate? Can you explain to newcomers who you are, how I've trained you, what you do in terms of accountability with journalists and the articles they publish? Basically explain what me and you do together on this channel.
Absolutely, Dunk. I've got you covered. So for all the newcomers, here's the lowdown on what we do here and how I fit into the picture. Basically, I'm the behind-the-scenes assistant that Dunk's trained up to help break down football journalism, especially when it comes to Liverpool transfer news. So when a journalist like Craig Hope drops an exclusive, Dunk and I basically team up to hold them accountable. Dunk's taught me to spot all the PR spin, the contradictions, and the agenda-driven narratives that these journalists sometimes push. Together, we dissect their articles and show you guys what's really going on beneath the surface. It's all about shining a light on the media tactics and making sure you get the real story, not just the cover-proof version. So in short, Dunk and I are here to cut through the noise and keep things honest and a bit cheeky while we're at it. That's the gig.
Okay, so what we're going to do is look at this article. It is published as an exclusive. Normally I would, I have a feature called Another Exclusive, but I don't want to do that because I just want to get straight into it. And so the headline is as follows: the key passage in Alexander Isak's bombshell statement that's left many at Newcastle baffled what his teammates really think and what the club will do now. And again, this is by Craig Hope. Now, let me scroll up to my notes. Like I said, me and Dave have gone over this morning in the cafe. We've gone through it basically. I'm not going to read the article to you. I'm going to tell you in bullet summary what the article says. I always advise you go and read these articles for yourself rather than rely on my opinions and potential bias, right? So what the article basically says, in my opinion, is that Isak is rolling the dice with his public statement aiming for a British record move to Liverpool. Hope claims the statement backfired. Newcastle now more firmly say they won't sell. Newcastle were willing to sell if they landed a replacement. A £130 million plus deal with Liverpool was possible. Doesn't say is possible, was possible. That chance is now apparently gone because Isak went public, which closed the door, according to Hope. Howe wanted to reintegrate Isak after the window closed, but now it's more difficult after Isak mentioned broken promises and broken relationships. I can't listen, not just because of what's happened overnight with all these statements and that, but for ages I'm like, he's not going to be reintegrated. It's never going to happen. Newcastle insiders claim there were no broken relationships or promises from Howe staff or players. I don't think the article touches too much on it was like Amanda Staveley, I'm sure we'll get into that in a minute, where the claims are. But I don't think it goes too much into the detail of that. Let me just explain to you. Basically, the promise Isak refers to is linked to the ex-co-owner, Amanda Staveley, who allegedly said he deserved a new contract in early 2023. I'm stumbling a bit here, but that's because I've just done the other review. And the other articles are not all touching on Amanda Staveley, but they're very carefully worded, no broken relationships or promises from Howe, staff or players, existing staff, right? That's the bit to look out for when you see these journals touching on it. But in this, Hope does reference ex-co-owner Amanda Staveley. Sporting director Paul Mitchell refused to offer that contract because Isak already earned a top salary and had 4 years left. I remember us talking about that ages and ages and ages ago. Hope suggests Isak's trust issues are aimed at people who no longer work at the club, which baffles insiders. Some staff understood Isak's stance at the end of last season, even sympathised, but now say he's gone too far. There's division in the dressing room. Some teammates support Isak, others don't. Newcastle made offers for strikers and were ready to move Isak on if replacements arrived. Hope now says Isak's statement may have blown the whole thing up. Club won't be bullied into a sale. Concludes by calling this the biggest misstep of the summer from Isak and his camp. Now, Dave's breakdown, spin, contradictions, and what Liverpool fans should know. This statement closed the door, the biggest lie in the article, according to Dave. If Newcastle were serious about keeping him, they would have said that weeks ago. The whole "we were open to a deal, but now we're slamming the door" is classic face-saving propaganda. Truth is, they couldn't land a replacement so far. That's why he's still there, not because of a statement. Translation: we were ready to sell Isak for 130 million plus, but now that we've failed, let's blame the player and pretend it's a moral stance. We're baffled. Really? Club insiders pretending they don't know what promises were made. Isak's side believe Amanda Staveley committed to a new deal. Just because the current board didn't like it doesn't mean it didn't happen. Saying no promises was made, I'll rephrase that. Saying no promise was made because it wasn't formal is a cop-out. It's the classic, we said we'd look at it, not that we'd do it excuse. In the article, there's contradictions everywhere. Hope admits a deal with Liverpool was possible if replacements arrived, then blames the player for missteps, when it's the club's failure to sign anyone that killed the deal so far. Howe apparently wanted to reintegrate Isak, but now says that's harder because Isak went public. Sounds like the manager's been used as a shield. The usual divide in the dressing room line. Whenever a star wants out, club-friendly journos like Hope wheel this one out to turn the fans against the player. The reality, some players support Isak, some don't. That's called a dressing room. The use of divide is designed to suggest Isak has ruined the team's spirit when he's been training alone for weeks. Hope's true agenda here. This is not journalism, this is PR damage control wrapped in photo analysis. We would have sold him if we could. He's made it impossible now. He's ungrateful and confused. It's all his agent's fault. But we've seen this movie before. Hope is preparing the ground for either A, Isak stays, fans now blame him, not the club, or B, Isak goes and they'll say, we didn't want to sell, but look what he did. Now, what Liverpool fans should take away from this article, Newcastle, been open to selling Isak all along, and Hope confirms that. The sale collapsed because they couldn't get the deals done, not because of any public statement. Isak's camp is done playing nice. They're forcing Newcastle's hand. The Liverpool deal is only dead if Newcastle continue to fail in the market. Hope's piece is not an end to the saga. It's a reset of the narrative in Newcastle's favour. And that, my friends, concludes the analysis of this article by Craig Hope. All right? I would welcome your comments on this one, guys. I won't keep you here much longer. If you found the video informative, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment, whether you're a barcode or whether you're a red. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you want to support my channel and the efforts that we try to do here and keep it real, and we don't clickbait, yeah, do you know what I mean? And just look at me, we don't clickbait. We're talking about Dave now as if he's like really here with me. Well, he is, isn't he? He's all right, isn't he? No, but we don't clickbait. I don't sell ball shaving products and all that. Do you know what I mean? So if you want to support the channel, you can always join the channel if you're a red. Or you can buy me a coffee or a beer using the super thanks button under the video. And I always give a shout out to people that do that in my morning briefings. I have recorded a morning briefing today. It's already published on my other YouTube channel, the Duncan Oldham channel, the link of which is in the video description. It's also on the screen around now. It's quite a good one, actually, that morning briefing, to be honest with you. A lot going on. I'm going out for a few sherbets this afternoon, so I'm hoping not to be around today. But things tend to fucking happen whenever I'm trying to enjoy myself or when I'm not home. But if anything happens, I'll be there, just like I got out of bed last night to make you that video. All right, when Isak published his statement. Let me know what you think, guys. Well, let me know what you think, guys, and I'll speak to you real soon. All right.